On Twitter, billionaire Tesla founder Elon Musk conversed with user Scott Staff about relief for Puerto Rico after the devastating effects of Hurricane Maria. Staff inquired if Musk could go in and rebuild Puerto Rico's electricity system with independent solar and battery systems. Musk did not reply with a simple, "No problem," but his response sure sounded like something close to it. The Tesla team has done this for many smaller islands around the world, but there is no scalability limit. So it can be done for Puerto Rico too. Such a decision would be in the hands of the PR-governed, PUC, any commercial stakeholders, and most importantly, the people of PR. More than a magnate, an innovator, a leader, and some say out-of-this-world person, Elon Musk has a lot to teach, and this is the reason he has outstanding entrepreneurial life. Here we list of the most famous Elon Musk quotes that may change your perception about business and life. Elon Musk is one of the greatest innovators and entrepreneurs in the world. Born in 1971 to a Canadian mother and a South African father, he spent his childhood in Pretoria, South Africa, before moving to Canada to attend Queen's University before transferring to the University of California 2 years later. He would later start two companies, SpaceX and Tesla, which have put him on the world map as the richest man in the world, and the first person in history to have a personal fortune of more than $300 billion. Musk had a great passion for computers and entrepreneurship right from childhood. He felt that the internet had greater potential to impact the world and eventually dropped out of Stanford University 2 days after enrolling for his PhD in energy physics, when he decided to follow his passion. After that, he has achieved huge accomplishments in the entrepreneurial and technological world. It is possible to admire the huge successes accomplished by Elon Musk. Looking beyond these successes, however, shows his persistence and unwillingness to give up. His rejection never brought him down by Netscape not hiring him or PayPal's rating as the worst business concept of the year, and he rather learned from his mistakes and worked past them to achieve his current successes. Elon Musk had a great passion for computers and entrepreneurship right from childhood. He felt that the internet had greater potential to impact the world and eventually dropped out of Stanford University 2 days after enrolling for his PhD in energy physics when he decided to follow his passion. After that, he has achieved huge accomplishments in the entrepreneurial and technological world. It is possible to admire the huge successes accomplished by Elon Musk. Looking beyond these successes, however, shows his persistence and unwillingness to give up. His rejection never brought him down by Netscape not hiring him or PayPal's rating as the worst business concept of the year, and he rather learned from his mistakes and worked past them to achieve his current successes. It is possible to admire the huge successes accomplished by Elon Musk. Looking beyond these successes, however, shows his persistence and unwillingness to give up. His rejection never brought him down by Netscape, not hiring him or PayPal's rating as the worst business concept of the year, and he rather learned from his mistakes and worked past them to achieve his current successes. There are way easier places to work, but nobody ever changed the world on 40 hours a week. When a user asked him on Twitter about the number of hours a person needs to work each week to change the world, Musk said around 80 to over 100. Varies per person, but about 80 sustained, peaking above 100 at times. Pain level increases exponentially above 80. This is one of the most memorable Elon Musk quotes. Elon Musk has invested in a range of projects which have turned out successful. Despite most of his project's challenges, such as PayPal, he believed in success and went for it. His rejection by several companies did not also deter him from accomplishing his goals. At an interview with Wired magazine back in 2012, he talked about the space exploration goals, and he mentioned the pretty silly things that happen in the aerospace industry, like using legacy rocket technology from the 1960s. In most cases, using legacy technology is a way to avoid taking risks. Behind his numerous accomplishments, Elon Musk encountered failure severally before succeeding in the end. Some of his biggest failures include rejection by Netscape, PayPal being voted the worst business concept of the year, and Tesla failing in its initial stages before succeeding. Despite all the failures he encountered, he did not give up, but kept trying until he succeeded. Musk has invested his net worth into his startup since the beginning. He changed his way of doing so after Zip2 and PayPal. After introducing an external venture capital, he has his share diluted, driven away as a CEO from Zip. Since then, he has been more restrictive in adding external capital. Entrepreneurship is more like eating glass while staring at the abyss of death. After Tesla IPO in his first public appearance, Musk said that one of the worst times of his life happened in December 2008, when he was divorcing when SpaceX's launch failed and Tesla's funding unsucceeded. He reminded the audience that even remarkable entrepreneurs can still struggle, and this is probably one of the most comprehended Elon Musk quotes by entrepreneurs. There's a silly notion that failure's not an option at NASA. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. Musk himself failed several times. When Zip2 got investors on board, Musk wanted to have the CEO position, but instead they made him the company's chief technology officer. Another example with SpaceX in the attempt to land rockets, he had several failures from January 2015 until April 2016, when he finally had 3 consecutive successful landings. The value of beauty and inspiration is very much underrated, no question, but I want to be clear. I'm not trying to be anyone's savior. I'm just trying to think about the future and not be sad. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. Pay attention to negative feedback and solicit it, particularly from friends. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. In an interview with Jim Clash from the website askman.com, Elon Musk answered the question, "So good advice is to embrace what really interests you." He continued giving an example, embarrassing in his opinion. He likes video games, which got him into software engineering when he was a kid, to make money to buy a better computer to play. Mentioning that this does not contribute to the world, he moved to other engineering works that could contribute. There have to be reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live. Why do you want to live? What's the point? What inspires you? What do you love about the future? If the future does not include being out there among the stars and being a multi-planet species, I find that incredibly depressing. Elon Musk has always loved computers and entrepreneurship since childhood. He constantly searched for any opportunities that allowed him to pursue his dreams and build and sell a computer game at 12. Computers and entrepreneurship were his greatest motivators that kept him. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Elon Musk. I do think there is a lot of potential if you have a compelling product and people are willing to pay a premium for that. I think that is what Apple has shown. You can buy a much cheaper cell phone or laptop, but Apple's product is so much better than the alternative, and people are willing to pay that premium. Elon Musk. What makes innovative thinking happen? I think it's really a mindset. You have to decide. Elon Musk. A company is a group organized to create a product or service, and it is only as good as its people and how excited they are about creating. I do want to recognize a ton of super talented people. I just happen to be the face of the companies. Elon Musk. I've actually not read any books on time management. Elon Musk. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. Elon Musk. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. Elon Musk. When Henry Ford made cheap, reliable cars, people said, "Nah, what's wrong with a horse?" That was a huge bet he made, and it worked. Elon Musk. I would just question things. It would infuriate my parents, that I wouldn't just believe them when they said something because I'd ask them why. And then I'd consider whether that response made sense given everything else I knew. Elon Musk. I think the best way to attract venture capital is to try and come up with a demonstration of whatever product or service it is, and ideally take that as far as you can. Just see if you can sell that to real customers and start generating some momentum. The further along you can get with that, the more likely you are to get funding. Elon Musk.